we go.
Good morning.
Good Monday morning, July 14th.
Welcome to Extol Unfiltered, Caffeinated by NWSB. I'm Angie Fenton.
And I am Peine, and we are zooming through July, which means we're already halfway through the year of 2025 and moving right along here. It's crazy.
We are zooming.
Time flies when you're having fun, I guess.
You know, my 9-year-old, Olive, is here today and kind of gave her a choice. She's been camping at, all kinds of different camps and things and just chill a little bit. But at her request, which I love, 2 weeks of nothing. No
Perfect.
lessons, no training, no nothing.
I mean, that's
fun.
That's what summer's all about there. Camps are fun, but sometimes you just got to chill and recharge because right around the corner, they're going to be going back to school and working hard.
Going back to school, oh my gosh, July 30th will be here. What about for you? We're at New Albany, Floyd County School.
Yeah, so we're board in Henryville. I think it's like first week of August, so we're like 3 weeks out, and then Hannah goes to IU a little over a month, moving her into the dorms. And then so my son Brady, he's been in this junior golf, Southern Indiana, like little league, and so this morning he's at Wooded View. He started at 8 o'clock, so probably after my show, try to hop over there. See how he's doing. But I'm getting little text updates as he goes hole by hole here from mom.
So well, when it comes to that, I mean, what are we looking at? Because that was one of the things. So where Olive goes to summer camp more often, and it's day camps, and it's awesome. They are supposed to be taking a little day trip to one of the area water parks. So
I mean, it's not too bad. It looks like it wants to rain out there. We do have some clouds. It's humid, and we did have those showers and thunderstorms pass through last night. And actually, our house got some gusty winds out of that. And I saw a report over 2 inches of rainfall up in the Knobs last night. So big soaker. I know a lot of you are wanting that rainfall, and some of you may still want more rain than what you got yesterday. So we're going to have a daily chance of some pop-up showers and thunderstorms. The muggy weather pattern continues. Now today we're looking at mid to upper 80s and then upper 80s, low 90s throughout the long stretch here. So no end in sight right now of this continuous, just kind of summer-like humid pattern. Last week I was talking that we were hoping that this coming weekend we would get some Canadian air relief. Well, cue the depressing music. The long-range weather models are letting the hotter air win. So they are no longer showing relief. So that's me telling you that been on the limb segment sometimes is not 100% correct. So I'll admit when things are not, but that's what's fun about the weather models. I mean, when it's that far out, we know things are going to change and we're just going to stay hot.
What about that humidity that is just sitting there?
No place for it to go. Nothing to kick it out of here. It is just going to stay like this.
That is full of good news
this
week
morning through probably next week. I didn't see much change.
Next week. Yeah. So we're going to stay summer.
Yeah. Dog days of summer right here.
Dog days of summer. Oh my goodness. If you're just joining us, as always, we'd love to know where are you joining us from. Go ahead and jump into those comments. And by the way, on the replay, which you can watch from anywhere at any time, we also love to check those and we'll interact with you on there as well. But Ben, will you pull Big Happy back, even though you may not have good news, even though it is summer, right? Ben's got Big Happy.
There's Big Happy.
Big Happy. I know it's fun to look at you. We've got a monitor here where we've got to do everything the opposite. I don't think I'll ever figure it out. This is my travel mug that I always carry, but I will tell you what else I've got. And I didn't put coffee in it this morning, but our friends at Regalo in New Albany, this is one of my little favorites. So you can put your
like a little Danish or something on there.
Crumpets. I don't even
tea and crumpets.
No, coffee and whatever else. Protein balls from Ready Set Prep. That's usually. But this is one of they have a bargain basement. And so I always I shop there a lot, lots of great gifts and things. And they're kind of our little mug partners, so Mug Mondays. But I
got somebody behind me here.
Oh, I got these. We're gonna introduce all kinds. This is Ginger, who is very clearly not super happy to be on camera, but we have two
She hopped up
pets.
here on me. I didn't grab her.
She loves you. She loves you, and our lead videographer, Todd Prince. She just loves you all.
You can stay behind me.
You comfy? She came from the New Albany Animal
There
Shelter.
she goes.
And Gingy. And then we also have Elvira, who's somewhere out there. Now, speaking of comments, I'll let you take this one, please.
Perry Porter from Borden, Indiana. Good morning. It feels good right now sitting here on my back deck, drinking coffee, listening to the good information. That's a good combination right there.
Love that. Thank you so much, Perry. And we've got Christy weighing in with a good morning. Christy, good morning.
Good morning,
to
Christy.
You as well. Appreciate you all weighing in.
Don't be shy in the comments, whatever you want to talk
No.
about, whatever's going on in your neighborhood, let us know.
In fact, before we get to, we won't answer this question yet, but before we get to how the weekends went, we want you to spill the beans. You need a good laugh. Who or what is your go-to? Ben and I are going to share, and we're talking anything. We interpreted it as social media,
right?
But you need a good laugh. What's your go-to? So we'll share that coming up. But you had an amazing weekend.
Yeah, it was a good weekend. And going back to that spill the beans question there. So it's different. Like in what mood I'm in is what platform I'll go to. If I want to see chaos, it's usually X. If I want something to be chill and laugh about humanity, like what was it? America's Funniest Home Videos. That's like TikTok for me. So let us know how you go about that. But I was just getting some. Getting some fur
hair
off me.
Yeah. I know. I'm making an appointment actually so that they get washed and nails cut. But
everything's shedding right now.
Everything's shedding. But
so a great weekend. This was a beautiful sunset over what was Deer Creek. That's what most people remember it as if you're around my age. But now it's called Ruoff Music Center, I believe. So we camped across the street at Sleepy Bear. A big fun hippie time out there. And that was the panoramic view. So we had storms that rolled through Saturday late afternoon, and then it just made for a perfect sunset after that and really cooled things off. It was pretty steamy on Friday. So we went to the Friday and Saturday Dave Matthews shows with my wife, Sarah, there on the left. That's her brother, Tyler, and he's a firefighter in Richmond, Indiana, and his wife, Lindsay, my sister-in-law. And there's us on the left side there, just enjoying the tunes out there in my swim trunks at the concert. So we could walk across the street. We didn't have to drive back and forth because my friend Chad, we've seen a picture of Chad before. He brought his RV out there. So real convenient. And they have their own like fire pit and their own band and like a little fireworks. So all good, except, so we've been cursed by medical ailments at Dave Matthews, and we're just used to this by now. So like 4 or 5 years ago, and Sarah, by the way, she falls out about every time. She gets hot and drops like a sack of potatoes almost every time. And she did this time as well. But we're just used to that. We're used to that. So that was kind of the first thing that would happen. Even just walking to the concert, she's dropped out. So we're just kind of used to her blood pressure drops and she goes down. And then a few years ago, we had some friends that went with us that had some medical issues, had to even drive all the way back to here because of that. Last year, Sarah had emergency appendix out. We were there for probably 2 songs, and then she felt the pain.
So this is not once, not twice. So you're talking 3 times last year.
So we were like, let's just pray. We'll just have a good time this time. No one has any issues. And then as I'm packing up to go Thursday, my back completely goes out. So we're trying to carry around coolers and that kind of thing. So I was laid out. I mean, any movement like this, and it was just sharp pain. And then when you get that pain, all the muscles around it are, taking over and trying to help out. So even just pulling up on like ladders and stuff, this bicep seized up and then my calf seized up. I was just an old man out there. So thanks to my wife and my friends that were carrying the coolers and grabbing me a drink and taking care of me the entire time. The old man was out. So the back's getting a little bit better. I was on some pain relievers and some anti-inflammatory stuff and doing a lot of stretching, doing everything you can, except for maybe not enough rest because there was that long walk back and forth. But that's our hit. Next year, we'll see who has the medical problem next
So
year.
are you walking and like today, like driving, all that stuff? I mean, how are you?
I mean, it gets me. It like pinches the nerve every now and again, but I'm just kind of so used to it.
You just
Yeah,
kind of
and I'm going to try to get to a few holes with Brady, but I do feel like as I use it through the day, it loosens up, and by evening time, it feels pretty good, and then it kind of tightens back up overnight. But have you had any back issues like me? Let me know.
back issues.
It's about twice a year, and I will say it all. Not to make a long story longer, but and I'm not blaming CrossFit. CrossFit, a lot of people love it, and probably I don't know, a little over 10 years ago, I was getting into it, and they usually have class sessions where the coach coaches you through everything. But I already went through some classes. I'm going to go by myself and do the WOD, the workout of the day by myself. And it was a deadlifting day. And I was leaning over and arching my back and trying to lift as heavy as I possibly could. And then that was the first time ever that my back went out. And then about twice a year, I'll be picking up a log or doing whatever, or tying my shoe and it'll go out. So
I hate that for you. Oh, Robert Simpson says, good morning, Ben and Angie. Kimberly says, lunch soon. I think this is answering. So the question of the day is, when you need a good go-to laugh, who or what are you going to? And Lisa says a Bill Bryson book.
I've never heard of Bill
Bryson.
Know
Bill Bryson, but I'm definitely a reader, so I'm going to have to check that out. And correct me if I'm wrong, Lisa, if that's not what you were referring to. Diane Miller.
Hey, neighbor. Glad everyone had a blast and no hiccups along the way except for my back. Yeah. But we got back safely. Yeah. And we also had a car engine light before we went up. And we're like, let's hope the car makes it. The car made it. It's just the back didn't make it. So
what I love is your collective, I don't know if it's resilience or determination or whatever.
I think we're just used to it.
You're going.
Life gets in the way sometimes.
I mean, that's for sure. This is how you take
this
one.
I hope everybody's all right. Ice. And that's the one thing I haven't done. I haven't done ice, but I will say our little pool that we got in the backyard, that actually helped a ton, like taking the weight off your body and actually being able to stretch a little bit. I felt a lot better after that.
Okay, Angela says, good morning, Angie and Ben and Big Happy. That's an awesome tray. I love that. Again, I got that from Regalo in their bargain basement. Regalo's in New Albany, locally owned, family owned, been open. Oh my goodness. They had a location. Their first one was in Louisville, right by Lynn's Paradise Cafe.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that place?
Baxter.
But,
and speaking of which, in the Highlands here is where Angela is tuning in from.
America's Funniest. Love Dave Matthews Band. Looks like a great time. And so all in all.
And it was a great time.
A great time.
And maybe after a few beers, things loosen up, a little bit.
I just, no. And then terrible back problems since she was 19. You had the ablation procedure done every 3 months. That burns my nerves in my back. So it does help. Oh my gosh.
I had a friend at work, Sam. You worked with Sam, audio guy, and he had horrible back issues. And he had something implanted in his back where it would like zap the nerves, like with a button, and then make it better.
That is no joke. Christy coming in, my dog. You're gonna have to read this, Christy
Carver, my dog Baxter knocked me into the pool. That was my weekend excitement. Also watched my freshman grandson play a football scrimmage game.
So I know Christy.
Well, at least you're in a pool.
I'm not laughing at her, but I can tell you this, since I automatically started laughing, maybe that's a cue to how I will answer the question, which we want to know when you're looking for that laugh. What's your
right there? That's it. Video, I mean, my wife especially is very susceptible to people falling and laughing. So, even in like a real life situation, if someone drops, she's going to laugh and then help you out.
Christy, I need to know that you were okay, because that's number one. That is number
she's
one.
Commenting here, so I think we're good.
Is there any video?
We'll show the video. Get us that Ring camera video.
Meredith Jones, Peine.
Yeah, my sister-in-law but they were. I don't feel bad for them because they were in like Lakeland, Florida, so they weren't at the concert, but they were still having a baseball weekend.
That's
with my nephew
a
Wyatt
win,
pitching. Yeah.
right? That's a win. And then we have, okay, so we have Lisa who was answering the question that we were asking you to answer today. When you need a good laugh, where do you go to? And she said a Bill Bryson book, and we both were ignorant. And Lisa says he's a hilarious author. He wrote A Walk in the Woods and In a Sunburned Country. You would love his books, Angie. I'm absolutely writing that down.
Bill Bryson.
Could not agree more. Ben's mug.
Yeah. I mean, it's a Monday. You've got to do something to force you into the smiley face.
Is good for a good laugh. Okay, Christy says, I'm okay. He is a character. Gotta love those dogs. I mean, we have our menagerie, and Mike, who's my youngest, and he's a golden retriever, and he's just that big, stinky, burly dog, takes my knees out every time. Every time.
I used to live with some Goldens, and they would jump. I taught them to jump up on me. I mean, they're just big lovers.
I love them, and they're rascals.
Yeah.
All right, Tara Bassett says, fun to see our local, Tara, I'm going to have to correct you on this one, our local TV retirees using the live stream to stay in touch.
I wish I was retired.
Yeah, no, there's no retiring here. We've just chosen to go to another platform, but hello to Tara Bassett. And for those of you who remember, I mean, she definitely was a very well-known TV personality who's turned into an amazing activist, and I mean, talk
on the
about
street,
a live stream guru. But I'm gonna take a little exception to the retiree, because I'm
kind of just going to where people are.
More. Yes. When I envision retirement, I don't. I don't. I love
it. Would be tough. I'd always have to have something to do. I'm always standing up and walking around the house, and it's hard to sit down.
Are you a putterer? Like,
yes.
Like, what'd you do? Stuff.
And especially my wife's brother Tyler, that was in that picture earlier. I mean, even like on a vacation, he is up and down and moving around. So some of us have a hard time chilling.
Some of us do have a hard time. Now, we've asked that big question of the day. Okay, spill the beans. You need a good laugh. What's your go-to? And we're gonna show you. I didn't even hit it. There we go. Okay. Lost us for a second there. All right, here we go. Here's Ben's.
What? What can I possibly help you with? The Jeep is broken, okay? Again, I can't get the thing shut, okay? I'm trying to take the wheel off and you're over here humming me? Seriously? Is this real life?
Yeah, it is real life.
Okay, what can I do for you? Because I'm very obviously working on this, because as you can tell, this won't work. Really? Look, won't close.
Okay. So what's up with the saw?
Because if I can't get this off, I'm just gonna saw off the brackets. Should I go ahead and go to that part then?
Yeah, go ahead and saw it off, please.
The brackets?
Yeah, saw it off right now. There's no battery in them.
Where are the batteries then?
You don't...
Can you just help me, please? It would be very kind, as a nice boyfriend, for you to just help me with
I help you every week. Is it the blonde hair? What is it? Is it not clocking?
No, it's not clocking because it's not working.
Honey, for the last time, listen, this goes back. Down, I should say.
I mean, that isn't like my favorite example. That's goofy, but
she's such a good sport.
Yeah, and they usually are inside that Jeep or whatever, Wolfie's Jeep. I still don't know a whole lot about it, but she's usually the butt of the joke. There's like some kind of riddle, and then he kind of makes fun of her. Not that we like making fun of wives or anything like that, but she's in on the joke. So and then they turned them into those AI babies. I don't know if you've seen that on TikTok.
They creep me out. Well,
they creep some people out, but I think it's kind of,
you like that.
I think it's kind of cute.
So that's one of your go-to.
What was that, Miss Wolfie or something like that? They've got like millions of followers.
And so, I mean, you are not alone.
I was late on the train, I think.
I'm a very empathetic person. My immediate innate reaction, you want to help somebody, but I will say this: if you are okay and you have an amazing spill,
it's worth being on video.
I am all over that. And it's like a embarrassing guilty pleasure, but that's not what I chose. So there is this I don't know, TikToker creator. There's a creator who lip syncs to animals, and I just let me show you.
Ow. Y'all cut it out. That was tough for the sheep. I'm gonna bite everybody up in here. When I'm saying these, y'all better leave me alone. I'm gonna bite everybody up in here.
That's really good. Yeah, I've heard it before. Yeah, it's hilarious.
He does it with, oh my gosh.
That dog was hilarious. Did not give a crap
He did not.
that his owner was getting mauled. What do you say? Go on, Robert, or watch out, Robert?
Get out of here, Rob.
Roberts.
So I will watch stuff like that, like on repeat.
Yeah, I mean, and usually I find that on TikTok. But there are some, like, when I was,
so good.
when I had, what was it, hernia surgery a year or
Oh,
two
you
ago.
cannot laugh during that. That hurts me.
That
just
would hurt.
thinking about it.
But I spent a lot of time. I never go to like reels on Instagram, but I spent a lot of time on those Instagram reels because I had nothing else to do. But so sometimes Instagram reels are kind of a backup go-to.
They're such a good go-to. We're asking you, spill the beans. You need a good laugh. What's your go-to? Because let me tell you, if there were ever a time that I think we needed laughs,
Yeah.
right now is it.
And
this is,
the only thing I found, I don't know if Instagram does this to you on the reels, but they would throw in a random jump scare every now and again. And I don't really like things on TikTok or anything, so they just show random videos.
They learn your algorithm.
I'm like, I don't want a jump scare. Keep that away.
I don't love those. Or they throw in things that you're just like, why? Why would you do that? Why would you put that in my feed? And then you're watching it, which is then teaching the algorithm.
Yeah.
Oh, you want more. You want more. So then, yeah, those are not fun. But I love that. I love him. I love that guy so much. We'll have to play that one more time.
Yeah, that's funny.
In just a minute. Lillian, good morning. Ben and Angie, good morning to you.
Good morning there
And
from
yes,
Litchfield.
Yeah.
Funny.
I mean, that got some tears. Oh, that got some tears. That's for sure. Okay, Ben, we're going to go back for those of you.
We're going to have to make that a regular segment.
I mean, that we can definitely do that. For those of you who are just joining us, welcome to Extol Unfiltered, caffeinated by NWSB. Can we get a quick look at that forecast one more time?
We can take a look outside too.
Let's look outside.
There you go. It is cloudy. It is gray. We've had these kind of mornings, and then it kind of clears up for a little while. The sun kind of breaks through the clouds, and then we have enough heat that we pop up some showers and thunderstorms. So today is going to be like the next day, It is a rinse and repeatable weather pattern here. So we're looking at upper 80s, lower 90s with occasional, mainly afternoon pop-up showers and thunderstorms. We actually might have a little disturbance move through tomorrow morning with a few passing showers, but generally it's going to be like clockwork here. Late afternoon, early evening, shower or thunderstorm pops up. You can see those cumulus clouds growing bigger and bigger in the sky throughout the day, and a few of those get big enough to produce a shower. But with this weather pattern, it actually keeps us away from drought conditions. Everything is still very lush and green across the area with the growing season. Now, there are some signs that beyond this 7-day forecast into next week, we actually might turn drier. If that happens, you turn hotter this time of the year. So I'm not seeing any of that Canadian relief, unfortunately. We tried to last week. Got tricked by the weather models.
Went on a limb.
Went on a limb and I fell off the limb. Or the limb snapped.
And then you're back now. It hurts.
My back hurts. Yeah, that was my payment or my punishment.
Yes. Lisa says.
Exactly like Florida weather. Like our dew points that measure water content in the air is like exactly the same as Florida. So it feels identical basically here. So.
And I mean, I know
pop-up storms.
Pop-up storms. I know a lot of friends who are going to Florida for the summertime, which it's like you're just getting the same kind of weather.
At least there's an ocean.
There is an ocean.
We have a river.
Oof.
And some lakes.
It's not quite the same.
It's not quite the same. Do love the lake though.
If you have any more, go ahead and throw those into the comments. Spill the beans. Help us out. You need a good laugh. where.
Sometimes it's just life that gives you a good laugh, because so as we were away in Indianapolis camping and at the concert this weekend, my son Brady, my daughter Hannah were watching over the house, and they had a friend open a closet door and say,
Oh.
Brady, get this fake snake out of here. And Brady goes, we don't have a fake snake. So he goes in there and sees a tail out of underneath the door that's connected to like a 5-foot long, either black or rat snake. What I'm most proud of in the house.
In the house.
What I'm most proud of, Brady picks it up by the tail and goes outside and slings it out into the woods. So kudos to Brady for being brave and not letting a snake continue to live in the house for the weekend.
Burn down.
So
Are you kidding
So we
me?
talked about, we had a little bit of a mouse problem, and we had some traps out, caught a couple of the mice. There might be a couple still in there, because why would a snake want to come inside? Because he's probably smelling some food. Why was a snake or a mouse inside? Brady left the basement garage door open about that much, and we didn't notice it for like weeks. And so we were letting all of the woods inside of our house. So we've got that going for us.
So here's the thing, though, rat snakes. So you should not have a mouse problem now.
We could just keep him as a pet and let him live down there.
No, Ben. Like we'd be checking you every time. Be like, Ben, you have any snakes in the pocket?
He might not be alone. We don't know.
Brady, you are. I mean, we don't have it. I wish we had a graphic that says "Hero of the Day." You are Hero of the Week. And he picked. I mean, just didn't even think. Just
picked it up right from the tail and went out the back door and slung it into the woods. I wish we got a picture of it or something, but he acted quickly.
No.
I am surprised though, because sometimes you pick them up by the tail, they kind of
I was gonna say
look back and
5 feet,
try to get you or something. But usually those black snakes or rat snakes are pretty friendly.
No, not.
They do have a little
friendly
odor to them
outside.
sometimes.
Friendly outside. Nope. My house. Burn it down. We were talking about how it feels like our weather is Florida weather in Meredith. This
Down in Florida, watching the gators swim behind the lake behind our house. Yeah, I mean, same kind of weather. I showed last week, they had a pop-up storm over the lake, and I showed that. It was really cool.
Snakes, gators. I like all kinds of animals. Those are ones that watch from way, way, way afar. But
in South Florida, they've got that python problem. There's like a show where they take people out on python guides at night through the swamp and hunting pythons. That's not my cup of tea. That's not what I...
Ben with at least 15 reasons this morning why I am probably not going to put Florida on my next vacation list. Christy says, oh my, for the first time in 35 years, we had a black snake in the family.
Really?
We think he slithered in while we were carrying groceries in. I screamed so loudly, my dog Baxter put himself in the crate and closed.
Baxter said, I've had enough. Whatever's happening in this house.
Oh,
It makes me feel better, though, that you had a snake in your house. And about, 5 years ago, my mom had a black snake in her house. So
Christy,
it happens.
Need to know, though, how'd you get the snake out? If Baxter was like, nope, good night. What do you do?
Yeah, how'd you get the snake out?
What? Oh, my gosh. What do you do? Okay, hang on. We're gonna go back one more time. Before we end, we were sharing the different things that help one another. Like I go to for a good laugh, usually a laugh by myself, and I'll share it one more time.
Run, y'all cut it out. That was y'all finna shoot. I'm gonna bite everybody up in here. When I'm saying this, y'all better leave me alone. I'm gonna bite everybody up in here.
Oh my God.
The best part is, robbers, you better run. Woof, woof.
Don't cut it out.
Y'all cut it out.
Oh my gosh.
That was a good one.
Christy says that another family member disposed of the snake that the black snake that was in her family room. Oh, you owe that family member for life, Christy. All right, Christian Walker has a good message for Ben here. Hello, meteorologist Ben Peine.
Back home.
Good morning.
I
I'm
think
back home
he
and
was
arrived on
vacationing
Saturday.
in Michigan. I think he lives in Indianapolis.
Lillian with some sage advice for you. You might want to read that.
Look in your bed before you go to bed. Watch out for snakes. Yeah.
Never coming home. But I mean, now you got Brady the snake hunter. So
I know. Just send him on it. Yeah.
oh,
Not for wasps, though. He's a little afraid of wasps.
after that, you got to give him. You got to give.
Yeah. I
him
mean, yeah. Well, that makes up for it.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, well, we will have more of the spill the beans, which we'll start sharing with you all on Sunday so that you can weigh in too. And again, whether you're watching us live here on Extol Unfiltered, Caffeinated by NWSB, or you are catching us in the replay, we love those comments. Tell us what you're doing, where you are. Oh, okay. Christian says Carmel. We live
Up in Carmel.
Carmel.
Or Carmel.
Can you tell us?
I've always said
Michigan?
Carmel.
But it's like Bono Road.
Mm-hmm.
Bono.
Bono.
I say Bono. I mean, it's Bono, but
I think there's a Bono, Indiana, or is it Bono?
it depends where you're from. It's like Louisville
Is that like-
or Louisville.
I think that's in like Jackson County. I could be wrong. Let me know if you live near Bono.
Yes. How do we say that? And Pat, you'll be the last comment that we take right now while we're live. So enjoy you all. Well, good morning to you. We enjoy you.
Thank you, Pat. Pat's always been a huge supporter.
Pat is a tremendous supporter. Before we go, though, our creative director and artist, Adam Kleiner from Henryville, was in, I'm going to get this wrong, but it was in Tennessee, Adam, maybe in Knoxville this past weekend for another
Like an art conference,
Oh my
expo?
gosh,
Yeah.
He's just amazing. But he has been doing this series of Hoosiers, so check it out.
Today, we're going to visit my hometown of Henryville, Indiana. Did you know Harlan Sanders, better known as Colonel Sanders, was born in Henryville? We have had restaurants come and go and currently have an excellent Mexican restaurant, pizza place, and coffee shop. But oddly enough, Henryville has never had a KFC with those famous 11 herbs and spices. Just a plaque as you pass through town. However, something I recently learned was that after his father had passed and his mother had to take work at a tomato cannery, Sanders was asked to look after and cook for his two siblings at the young age of 5. And I guess you could say he's been feeding the masses ever since. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time as we continue to explore famous Hoosiers.
Well done as always, Adam.
And that was something I had no idea. So we're learning things from Adam, plus his art. So his art is amazing, and in fact, he is working on a wedding gift for us to give to a happy couple.
Ball State grad as well. And then, you know, and I was up in his hometown, Henryville, and he's right about that Mexican restaurant. I think it's called Tequila Mezcal.
Okay.
And so they've got some good tequilas there if you like that, but also just obviously some great Mexican food there.
Love great Mexican food.
Check it out. I heard 3 recommendations over the last week for that place out of nowhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Love that. That's like if you love Indian food, and I'm losing the name right now. There's a phenomenal Dan Farmer from the Juice Box Heroes. I mean, he raved about this because he loves Indian food. It's in Austin.
Oh, I passed that place. It's
Austin,
on
Indiana.
the left side if you're going up.
It said legit as can be. All right, this one will be our last comment. MK Schaefer, actually. Hi, Mona. Good morning, and thanks for the laughs. I know I'm gonna watch that one on repeat. I am gonna watch that on repeat. We also want to say thanks to our sponsor. If you didn't know, Extol Unfiltered is Caffeinated by NWSB. Recognize that pizza right there? That would be the one and only Parlor.
Parlor, yep.
Parlor. NWSB, shop local, save local, all things local. We both bank there, but we're grateful that they are our presenting sponsor so that we can bring you some laughs.
Powered by
And
Bazing.
some
So Bazing, you can get a lot of different deals
Oh my gosh.
when you're signed up for that
Yes, you definitely
through your
can.
bank account.
Bennett 10 starts, well,
in about 25 minutes.
At 10.
And there's always plenty to talk about. You know, we usually make it through about 45 minutes. But I will say we are stuck in this weather pattern for a long time. Not much variety here. So if you like it, we got some good news for you. And I'm a summer lover. I love it.
And that,
So I'm good with it.
so it's summer. It's summer. Find ways to cool down and enjoy. And so that's essentially what you're saying. And you'll continue talking about that at 10 o'clock.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks for joining us for Extol Unfiltered, caffeinated by NWSB.